The way forward opens, and your fate entwines with mine.
I mean, this shit's dead. We have lost. Let's go. Yep. This time we've learned from our lessons last time. It globaled you almost. I mean, you had cheat, obviously, but, you know, I don't want you to cheat, though. He's lining at me. Ah, I see. The damage greed. The primal greed within you. That's fine. I'll don't worry about it. With damage, or? I mean, you're doing insane damage right now for 2 pulls in a row. Chain damage, I guess, probably. But so is the Evoker, actually, though. Currently, anyway. I mean, Dev and Og seem both pretty crazy, honestly. It's only 3 kicks to do, though. Surely we can manage them. Well, anyway. Click casting? No idea. Nothing from Blizzard, at least. I'm only using Blizzard's stuff. No add-ons, nothing. 0. It's only in-game features. Including mouse over casting, because I couldn't be bothered making all of my macros from live servers, which are also basically mouse overs anyway, so it makes very little difference, to be honest, whether I use the Blizzard one or the macros at this point. So I just bought it with the feature instead of the macros. Otherwise I would do the exact same thing I do on live, so yeah. I don't use click casting. It just isn't my playstyle. Yeah, I mean, you can see the gameplay doesn't really deviate a whole lot from what it was before, but it's just even simpler now, though, since you can spread your hots for free and you only maintain 1 live level. Much easier. Gotta pay attention to timers, that's it. And ideally they fix some of the some of the trackers, because if you extend your live bloom with Swiftwind, this tracker completely breaks. That's the only downside, I guess. Also, you cannot track abundance stacks in the buff tracker for some weird reason. It's not in the tracker. You gotta look at your actual like regrowth on your bars or the buffs upstairs to see how many stacks of abundance you have. That's like the only downside actually of the Blizzard UI stuff right now. It's pretty much working pretty well for what it is, for basic features, I guess. Vortex down. No, I Vortex Typhoon right after. I wasn't sure. How is our kick game looking? Ah, I see. Well, as long as the blind doesn't cast, right? That's the lethal one. Because if tank gets blinded, it's over. I barked you. I'm not sure if it's enough. Seems like 16. Chilling. Or it's fake. Did a 12. Felt cash. What does felt cash mean? I'm gonna take a guess and it means a positive thing. Since you're comparing it to Holy Paladin immediately after. I mean, that's what I'm saying, like, the gameplay of Resto feels really good and really clean, and then the numbers are tuned really well. It feels like. At least compared to other healers, anyway. My hope is that they don't look at this current situation and go like, ah, Druid too good nerf. And instead just buff the shitty healers. Because, I mean, this gameplay, for example, is fine, right? Numbers are just very low. Resto Shaman needs like a gameplay overhaul though, because if it's gonna rely on like Unleash Life a lot and then like healing wave cleaves, that shit sounds insanely boring. Number-wise, it's also not particularly amazing. HPL, I'm not really sure. I don't really play HPL. I was going to try it, but then I saw some clips of Elasmir doing negative healing and, well, you know, complaining. So yeah, that sounds like it's not great, honestly. And what else? Mistweaver, I don't really play Mistweaver, but I've seen them in raid and they seem to be doing decent HPS as they usually do. And what else? What other healer even exists? Oh yeah, Prez. Prez seemed good in raid, but probably decent in keys. It just doesn't have a raid buff though, so it's useless regardless. As usual. Like, it'll probably do high keys, but it won't really do rank 1 keys because it doesn't have a raid buff, so it's instantly useless. That's kind of the situation we're dealing with. Pretty much just like HPL buffs, Resto Shaman rework with a little bit of a buff, Disc Freeze buff. Present Mistweaver maybe like a small buff, I think. And then the healers are fine. And then they need to look at tanks, because tank balance is also not good, to be honest. Seems like. Because like, how is Vengeance doing like insane overall DPS and single target damage and is insanely tanky? And then like other tanks are like just tanky but they do negative damage, for example. It's really weird. Makes zero sense. And DPS, I mean, most DPSs are actually decent, I think. They do have to do a lot of tuning though. It's still very early beta, I guess. Makes sense. One thing's for sure though, Druid is eating good right now. And that's great. Can't ask for more. Yeah, exactly. Front Warrior lives like really well, but it does negative damage. Guardian Druid lives decently well, but also does negative damage. Brewmaster does the same damage as Warrior basically, because they prune some abilities apparently, and they don't have Weapons of Order anymore, so they don't have like a damage cooldown either. So they're doing like a tiny bit more than the Warrior, but not much honestly. But again, they do live, so that component is good at least. They just need to fix the damage, I guess. And then Propelli does insane damage, but needs help on living, I feel like. They just get molested, honestly. Like in super high keys, they will die again, which is not fun. Blood DK, I'm being told, is OP, but I mean, I've played with 2 Blood DKs and I swear they just feel whatever, honestly speaking. I think they have like decent damage, like slightly better than Monk and Warrior, but like the bar is not very high to begin with, so I don't know. It's always healers and tanks that are getting the short end of the stick every fucking beta and PTR, man. CVA. And they're both the most important roles in the stupid game. Why can't Blizzard have like a dev team like Fellowship? Like those guys are working overtime legit to make sure that their game is not flopping. Like yeah, of course they have much less history in terms of like you know, keeping a community and stuff, so it makes sense, but like still, like where's the fucking work? Like I feel like on betas and stuff it should be like updates every other day, like not like half the week is gone to fix one nameplate, like, and it's not even fixed. Because if you try using like stacking nameplates, they go under the textures. Like, come on. What is this? Unlucky, I guess. I'm just sincerely hoping that they don't nerf Druid and instead buff the other classes, because Druid does not need anything right now. Gameplay is perfect and numbers are really good. You just need some decent item level, obviously, whenever the game is out. And I think you might have to play some high mastery just in case. Since you are able to, like, the conversion rate of, like, stats to mastery is increased. Like, right now I can have, like, 35% mastery if I wanted to. But if I try to get verse, I get much less, it feels like. Not sure what they did to it, but yeah. I mean, to be fair though, like, if you just bear from, you don't really need that much verse. It's just like, you do lose damage though, which is my only thing that I don't like. At the moment, at least, anyway. Not sure at which point you're gonna need verse to live, but yeah. Like, what key level would that be? Because, I mean, I feel like I was living... we tried, like, 18 Academy yesterday, and it felt like I was living just fine. With just basic bear from. I didn't even use my Heart of the Wild for max HP, either. And I can. It gives you 20%, like, no, 30% HP for 20 seconds. It's insane. I just use it for damage though, because I haven't had to use it for defensiveness yet, so very cool. But anyway, like, I just hope that they don't do anything absolutely stupid. Just fix nameplates and buff the weaker healers, and then buff the damage of weaker tanks. Which is basically anything but except Propelli and Vengeance. It seems like every other tank is doing like 70k overall, which is, compared to Vengeance and Pally, is nothing. Because both can do 110k plus, which is ridiculous, obviously. We played like, what was it, like, I think we played like a 15 Academy with like a Blood DK that didn't seem to be like amazing or anything. And we were literally gonna deplete on timer. Then we played the exact same key with a Vengeance. And the damage difference between him and the Blood DK was night and day. Like, we literally had like 4 or 5 minutes left or something, you know? It's ridiculous, it's stupid. Because, I mean, he's doing TPS, right? Like, what is this? He finished the last boss second on damage. Like, come on now. Any other tank would be fighting with me, the fucking healer, you know? And my healer is garbage. Because every healer's DPS is garbage right now. That shit is a little stupid. But what can you do, honestly? Gotta just wait for twinning patches. Eventually, anyway. It's a little disappointing, but it's only week 1, I guess. Can't expect that much. We should just be happy that the game is playable at all, I think. At this point. I mean, hey, I'm happy at least my spec that I want to play is actually performing good. But I don't need to wait ages to see how it's gonna feel. Because the gameplay is good, and then the numbers are good. If numbers were not good, but the gameplay was good, it would still be fun to play it at least. I probably would just have to sweat more for healing though. That's like the only downside. But I don't have to do anything, because both of the things are actually already tuned pretty well. It feels like. Oh, you meant in cap, I see. I thought you meant speed roar because you wanted to chain or something. Oh, did he? Oh, I thought you said roar. I'm not sure what just happened. Must have been a missed cast, I guess, right? DH almost died on the opener here. I don't think it's aggro because nothing seemed to be glowing red or anything, so... Could be actually, yeah, that's true. Is there even a caster in this pool? The priestess, right? The blinding priestess, yeah. Be careful with next pool. Maybe pull back or something, I'm not sure. Because these classes can both ninja pull, right? Through Oppa. Yep. Bark if you need as well. Or anything. Careful, there's a caster. There's actually two casters. Orb. Yeah. I think everybody misses mostly targeted spells in Omnicity. Because you can get away with playing it with everything else. It's just like not having targeted spells and not having Omnicity feels so bad as a healer. Like really bad. All I'm seeing is like health bars going up and down sometimes in some of these pulls. I'm like, I wonder what caused that to happen. Was it just like rot damage? Was it just a bolt? Like what is it? No clue. Like you can see some casts on the nameplates, right? But it's very hard to see. Like very, very hard. Because the thing is, like, you can't even change the font size either. Like, I can't make it, like, humongous. So I could be like, oh, it's targeting this person, you know? It's like, yeah, like, it does show it here and there, like that, right? But, like, it's so fucking small. And when there's multiple nameplates, how do you see it? Good luck. Especially because, like, the stacking thing doesn't even work right now yet properly, right? So, like, you gotta use, like, the basic overlapping ones. Which kind of means that they're, like, stacked on top of each other. How do you see casts? Nobody knows. I don't know. Give it some time though, they should be fixing this soon, surely. And if they don't, unlucky. Healer POV, I guess. Well, apparently they said they're going to add these features, but who knows?
We will down like the mongrels you are.
Like, supposedly they're adding their own versions of Omnicity and stuff. Maybe targeted spells, maybe not. I hope so. Do they never despawn? I've never had the fight last long enough. Oh my god, that sounds cancerous. Poor Evoker. Nice. There's probably like a tech where you just stand still and immune it though with like what text? With like you know, like AMS or like ice block or meta or bubble or it's slightly away from the marker, but we can do the next one behind on the entrance there. It's usable, but it's limiting space a little bit, yeah. Not ideal, honestly. He can, yes.
Let the scavengers below feed on their food.
Beam coming. Evoker again. Yeah, he's... Next beam can be like over there, maybe. If we can bait it. Oh, that's true, I guess, yeah. Probably, yeah. Oh no.
Let the scavengers below feed on their
Need a stun on it. A vortex too slow. That's good. The DH how did it. I slowed with Typhoon. It should die. Beam coming.
behold the
It's
might
Evoker
of the
again.
Arakor.
Poor guy just never gets to play the game. Well, sacrifice for the greater good, honestly. Honestly, yes. It's also like because he can still DPS and move, kinda, to an extent.
Cast them down. Let the scavengers below feed on their
Typhoon slow. That should die. One more beam and then Evoker again. Oh, Barkham. He always gets hit by the initial of the beam, I noticed though. That, yeah, this boss is not great. This is gonna get changed to disappear after like 2-3 minutes. There's no way. This will become unplayable on a hierarchy. Yeah, but I mean but this space here, right? Amazing.